Hi, I am Agosh and I am going to be talking about the updated MLink body cam. I talked to a bunch of people and there were some concerns that were brought up, which I am addressing. These are customers' concerns that prevented people from adopting a device like this earlier. One of the concerns that was brought up was security. So to address that, I just want to talk about how security is managed on a device like this that is right on my body right now. This device acts like a Wi-Fi router. So you first need the password to connect to this Wi-Fi. Once you have connected to this device using the Wi-Fi system, you then need to log in to the admin account that lets you control the recording of the device. And once you get into that account, you then have the ability to encrypt the folder that all the data is being stored in, which means that even if somebody gets the physical device and takes it with them, removes the storage device that's in here, the data they have is useless because it's encrypted. Now, I'm going to do a quick test on some of the lateral flow test essays that I've brought. The test over here is fairly simple. I'm just going to be putting a droplet of water, which is collected in here. And this is a test I got from the dollar store just as a proof of concept. So this is just a simple web app that I've designed. And right now we only have the test files. That's because we haven't connected to our device and started recording it. I had to connect to the Wi-Fi router here. And then I had to, once I've connected to this, now I have to log in. So I'm just going to log in real quick. So now if we list the things inside the assets folder, now there's 2 of them. So now if I want to transfer the files, I would have to run this file I've already created. It connects to this device, as you can see over here, and it will require me to log in using the password. Since I've logged in using the password, it will now transcribe the audio and the video. Sorry, it would transfer the audio and the video. Now we're gonna connect to the internet. So the files have been transferred and I've connected back to the internet instead of being connected to this device over here. Now I'm just going to go to the front page that I've created. We're going to select we're going to update the list, and we're just going to select the audio and the video. So let's transcribe the audio, and we'll transcribe the video. We'll come here and we'll just update the options that we have, and we're going to see whether the task I did is comparable to the compliance documents. So let's see, there's that. And here are the results. So it says that I partially followed the SOP, which is correct. I only followed some steps, but completely disregarded the others, such as washing my hands, which is part of the SOP. The other thing it can tell you is all the undocumented tasks that were not present in the SOP. Some of these are obvious things, such as I used the tray that was provided inside the packaging, but others could be something that is not documented but is good practice, such as keeping the container that you're using to sample from close by. Lastly, talks about the materials that are used and whether these were used in the manner that was described in the SOP. Scenario where this would have been very valuable was brought to my attention by Tom Healing. He is a lab manager and has worked in many labs before. During COVID, he was helping lead a PCR testing lab. And in that scenario, there was a lot of time that was wasted. There were a lot of money that was wasted, and there was a lot of stress that was caused by mistakes that were not caught early enough. He said that a device like this would have saved him tons of time and would have saved him tons of money. So that's a scenario where a body cam like this would not just protect the employer, but also the worker, as there is video evidence for somebody who does a great job. So a system like this protects both the employee and the employer. If you would like to use this version of the device in your facilities, please reach out. I would be happy to set up a program at your facility to start having the video and audio transcriptions being generated, and see whether this extra layer of compliance can be added into your labs or your facilities or your manufacturing factories workflow.